Hello student, welcome to my channel Mathematic Exchange. Today we see about coordinate geometry. In this coordinate geometry we have to see about triangle. So in triangle we know about medians of a triangle. Median of a triangle divides a triangle into equal areas. So we draw here first one of the triangle, name it as suppose ABC, and we draw one of the median from one vertex. However, we can draw three medians of a triangle from three vertex. So we give it name as ABC. Similarly, we draw here one median from B, and it divides AC into two equal parts. Now we draw third median, that is from the vertex C. It divides again AB into two equal parts. So this intersection point of the median is known as centroid of a triangle. Look at this. This is the intersection point. It is denoted by G. This is known as centroid of a triangle. So median is always divides the opposite side into equal part. So we write down definition here: the point where three medians of a triangle intersect or meet is called centroid of a triangle. So centroid of a triangle is denoted by letter capital G. So this is the centroid of a triangle. So to find the coordinate of the centroid of a triangle, it is given by its coordinate is given by x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3 represent x coordinate, and y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3 represent y coordinate. So this formula can be useful whenever you ask to find the centroid of a coordinate of a centroid of a triangle. So we can use this formula for calculating coordinates of a centroid. Now the next concept related to triangle is the incenter of a triangle. So incenter of a triangle, second concept is incenter of a triangle. So incenter means we know about the angle bisector of a triangle. So whenever the angle bisector of a triangle meet at a single point, then this intersection point is known as incenter. Look about the figure. Suppose this is a triangle ABC, and if we draw the bisector of angle, so obviously three bisector must be there. So this is the bisector of angle B, another is the bisector of angle C, and this is the angle bisector of angle A. So the intersection point of these three bisectors meet at a point is known as incenter of the triangle. So this is denoted by the letter capital I, that is incenter of the triangle. So angle bisector bisect the angle into equal part, and this incenter can be useful for we use the formula for finding out the coordinates of the incenter. So the definition is the point of intersection or the point of concurrence of the bisectors of angles of a triangle is called as the incenter of the triangle. So the point of concurrence of the bisectors of angles of a triangle is called the incenter of the triangle. Therefore its coordinates are given by the formula ax1 plus b x2 plus c x3 upon a plus b plus c, comma a y1 plus b y2 plus c y3 upon a plus b plus c. Now we know about x1, x2, x3 and y1, y2, y3. But what about a, b, c? So where a, b, c are the lengths of the sides BC, CA and AB. So you must remember this sequence, that A related to the side BC, B related to the side CA and C related to the side AB, and A of x1 y1, B of x2 y2 and C of x3 y3 are the vertices of the triangle. So obviously x1, x2, x3 and y1, y2, y3 takes values from these vertices. Now we know about area of triangle. So we generally use in lower section the area of triangle formula, that is half into base into height, that is the perpendicular distance half into base into height. So area of triangle is given by half into base into height. Another formula we use is Heron's formula to find the area of triangle. So Heron's formula is area of triangle is equal to square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c, where s is the semi perimeter of a triangle. So this formula we use in class 9 to find the area of triangle, where ABC are the length of the sides and s is the semi perimeter of a triangle. So this formula is useful when we know the three sides of a triangle, and the first formula is useful when we know the base and height of a triangle. So in this lesson we learn about the third formula to find the area of triangle, that is useful whenever you know the coordinates of three vertices, that is equal to half into x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y1 minus y2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. So this is the formula that is useful whenever we know the coordinates of the three vertices of a triangle. So this again the third formula that is useful for finding the area of triangle. So we see the derivation of this formula. So area of triangle, derivation for area of triangle by using coordinates of three vertices. We see here how this formula can be derived. So area of triangle by using coordinates of the three vertices of a triangle. To derive this formula, let us consider 3 points ABC in x and y within a plane, x and y axis within a plane. So let us consider, suppose this is the x axis, this is y axis and it is origin, and in a plane suppose we have to consider 3 points. Let we denote the point as a, B and C. So in this plane, suppose this is a point A of x1 y1, this is another point, name it as B of x2 y2, and another point is C of x3 y3. So join these 3 points so that we get triangle ABC. So we join this point. So this is a triangle which lie in a plane. Now we have to draw perpendiculars from the point B, A and C. So here just draw perpendicular from B on x-axis, from A on x-axis and from C. So this is the perpendicular, that is BM, next is AL and the next one is CN, which is all these three perpendiculars are on x-axis. Then just whatever we have drawn in this figure, we have to make a note of it. So we have to find the area of triangle ABC that is formed in this plane. So ABC can be found out by using the trapezium, because here trapeziums are formed. So let we first write down here whatever we have taken in this figure. So let A of x1 y1, B of x2 y2 and C of x3 y3 be the vertices of triangle ABC. Now the next thing, we have drawn this perpendicular, so we have to make a note of this. Draw a perpendiculars. Draw perpendiculars BM, AL and CN from points B, A and C on x-axis respectively. So whatever we have drawn, we just make a note of it. Now we have to find the area of triangle ABC here. So area of triangle ABC can be obtained by adding trapezium ABML plus area of trapezium ACNL minus area of triangle BCNM. Look at this figure, student. This area of triangle ABC can be obtained by just add two trapezium, that is BALM, second trapezium is ACNL, and by adding these two trapezium we get whole figure, but we only want triangle ABC. So from this addition of two trapezium we have to subtract third trapezium, that is BCNM. This is obviously we observe from the figure. So we can get the formula for area of triangle ABC, and all the area of trapezium can be obtained by using the formula half into sum of parallel sides into height. So that because we already draw in construction the perpendicular, so these lines are parallel to each other and we have a perpendicular distance in between them. So by using the coordinates of the three vertices we can obtain the values. So area of triangle ABC is equal to area of trapezium. So area of trapezium ABML, first trapezium here is ABML. So area of trapezium ABML plus area of trapezium, second trapezium is ACNL. Therefore we write down here area of trapezium ACNL minus, now these two trapezium makes whole figure, but we have to only want ABC, so for this we subtract BCNM. So minus area of trapezium BCNM. So we have to find out the areas for this trapezium from the figure, and after we get the derivation for area of triangle ABC for the coordinates. So area of trapezium ABML is half into sum of parallel sides. For ABML the parallel sides are BM and AL. So BM plus AL, BM plus AL, half into BM plus AL into, now the perpendicular distance between them is the ML. So plus half into, for ACNL the parallel sides are AL and CN. So half into AL plus CN multiply with perpendicular distance between them is LN minus, similarly for area of trapezium BCNM the parallel sides are BM and CN and perpendicular distance is MN. So BM plus CN into multiply with MN. MN is the perpendicular distance. So we use here area of trapezium, formula is half into sum of parallel sides into height. So this formula we use in this expression. Now we have to find all the values of parallel sides and perpendicular distance between them. So for BM we find out the value for BM. So from the figure, obviously BM value is M2. So area of triangle ABC is equal to half into, so BM is Y2, AL is Y1 into ML is X1 minus X2, because from the figure ML cannot be directly calculated. So for this we subtract OL minus OM, so we get ML. So OL minus OM, so OL is X1 and OM is X2. So OL minus OM is X1 minus X2. So in this figure we always remember that whenever vertical distance is there, we have to consider y coordinate, and whenever horizontal distance is there, we have to consider x coordinate, because we already learned this in class 9 about the ordinate and abscissa, that is the distance between x axis and y axis. So in this way we calculate all these values of BM, AL, ML, AL, CN, all these values. So BM is Y2 and AL is Y1, ML is X1 minus X2. Similarly AL is, now AL is again vertical distance, so it is Y1 plus CN is again vertical distance, it is Y3. Ln is X3 minus X1, because Ln cannot be directly calculated, so it is subtracted from ON minus OL. So ON minus OL, so ON is X3 minus OL is X1, and all the remaining terms are BM. So BM is calculated, so BM is again vertical distance, so it is Y2 BM plus CN. CN is Y3 into MN. MN is calculated, that is M having coordinate Y2 and N is having coordinate Y3. So in this way, from this figure we get all the values, and we have to substitute all these value in above expression, so to obtain the area of triangle for the coordinates of the three vertices. So we substitute this value in this equation. So area of triangle ABC is equal to half into y2 plus y1 in another bracket x1 minus x2. All these values we have calculated from the figure, just I have explained this, plus half into y1 plus y3 into x3 minus x1 minus half into y2 plus y3 in bracket x3 minus x2. So bracket complete here. Now multiply all the bracket inside. So we multiply with x1 into y2 plus x1 into y1 minus x2 into y2, multiply with x2, x2 into y2 minus x2 into y1. We have taken half common from all these brackets, so next multiply x3 into y1 plus x3 into y3 minus x1 into y1 minus x1 into y3. Now we multiply the third bracket with minus sign, so minus x3 into y2 minus x3 into y3. Now these minus minus become plus, x2 into y2 plus x2 into y3, bracket completes. So the terms get cancelled here, because some are having positive and like terms which are having positive and negative sign, that is x1 y1 minus x1 y1 cancel, x2 y2 minus x2 y2 get cancel, and x3 y3 minus x3 y3 get cancel. So we get half is into x1 y2 minus x2 y1 plus x3 y1 minus x1 y3 minus x3 y2 plus x2 y3, bracket complete. So that is equal to half into, take x1 common, so we get y2 minus y3, plus take x2 common, so we get y3 minus y1, and from the last two term take x3 common, we get y1 minus y2. Bracket complete. So this is the formula for finding out the area of triangle ABC. Whenever you know the coordinates of the three vertices of a triangle, so area of triangle ABC is equal to half in bracket x1 into bracket y2 minus y3 plus x2 in bracket y3 minus y1 plus x3 in bracket y1 minus y2. So this is about the triangles. Thanks for watching my video.